Okay, it's May the 13th. It's a Monday. And here I am sitting with these peas that so many months ago, March, only maybe 8 or 9 calendar weeks, but a lifetime ago, I was sitting here and showing you to put two little furrows about yay far apart and plant the peas about every couple inches. And here they are. The peas are growing, they're starting to flower. And when the pea starts to flower, it's saying, hey, up next is my fruit. And this is when we want to add a little bit of water. It's been really hot, and these things have been growing like mad, and I've had to do a lot of irrigating in the last couple of weeks, but things have slowed right down. It's become sort of average temperatures again. It's about high expected of about 15 today. But our peas are flowering, so it's time to add a little water and have them sort of fill out their fruit, and eating is next, so that's exciting. As far as things to do in the garden, this sort of marks the point where there's dealing with everything we've planted up to now. Things like making sure the peas are on the trellis properly, thinking about harvesting them, harvesting the greens. The spinach is all gone that we've sort of enjoyed, sold to the co-op. We have little carrots that are interplanted coming up that now need weeding, so we have to go back and tend and weed and water and care for the beds we've started over the last 2 months, yet still be working hard on bed preparation for our warm weather crops, beans in the ground, corn in the ground, determinate tomatoes in the ground. Cloches moved from the Asian greens getting an early start to now the warm weather crops and things like the peppers getting that cloche to give them the temperatures they need to thrive and flower and produce fruit for us early. As things to do, I have a list because it's so extensive. Keeping track of all these things is of utmost importance. Keeping one's head screwed on tight is how you have to go when you reach speeds like this. We're sowing cucumbers in the greenhouse. We're going to prep some beds for the first cucumbers we sowed in the greenhouse. We have to prep the second sowing of brassica beds, spread compost. We have to plant the rest of the onions and start thinking about the leeks going into the ground. Plant, weed everything. Finish the pea trellis. There's one last pea trellis over there that needs to be staked down. There's the harvest shed. There's getting all the buckets clean. There's the whole marketing and selling stuff and the CSA and all those things that 2 weeks from now that begins. So getting the sort of marketing mind on and a couple of nice clean t-shirts, ready to go for the farmers market season coming up. Cut the grass. Transplant lettuce. Continue to sow lettuce. Mulching things like the new potatoes over there and the indeterminate tomatoes in the cloche. Weeding things like the leek seeds and turning it into lots of the cover crops, and and figure out what you're doing with all the ryegrass in the fallow section. So there's lots to do, but it's exciting. We're optimistic still, and things like these peas producing succulent, sugar-filled goodness will give us the energy we need to continue forth.